Hi, everyone, and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. Hope you're having a cup of coffee with me or your favorite beverage in the mornings. Some people like tea, orange juice, Mountain Dew. I never did drink much Mountain Dew. Never. I bet in my whole life, I probably hadn't drank 12. I'm just thinking, I hardly ever have had one. They're just so sweet. It's just really sweet and loaded with high fructose corn syrup. Of course, we try different things, drinks, just to let y'all know what they're like, but we never buy more than just the one bottle that we try. Uh, so anyway, today is Tuesday, November 7th. Currently, it is 56 degrees. We're in a warming trend right now, high of 71. It feels hot almost at 71 after being cold. Still no chance of rain until Thursday and Friday, I believe. It's like 45% Thursday and something like 60% on Friday. I'm hoping we get some. I really need some for my garden. It grows much better on rainwater than it does tap water, because tap water has fluoride in it, probably chlorine. The chlorine is what isn't good for them. So anyway, it's 56 degrees and high 71, and winds at 5 miles per hour right now. Now, this has been one of the longest dry spells I think we've had in a long time. Like I said, one day we just got a little sprinkling, and it wasn't really enough to even really wet everything good. So I don't know, but before that it's been weeks, so I'm glad it's not right when my garden was in its prime, because I would have had to have been watering it all the time, and that it is aggravating to have to get out there and water it. But when it rains, it grows like crazy. Everything does, even the grass, of course. The one thing about it being so dry is the leaves are all falling off. I mean, it seems like they're falling off quicker, you know? I guess it's just too dry and they're just falling right off. Okay. Today we went to Kroger, and I was ready this time. Usually I don't have the time to investigate like Fetch or Ibotta, especially Ibotta, before we go, and then look at the Kroger digital coupons, and we also get paper coupons from Kroger. We had a paper coupon for a free dozen eggs, either large or extra large. They were out of the extra large, of course. But I was ready. I had some rewards on my insurance card for exercise. Believe it or not, I do exercise some, mainly in the form of walking, But with hernias, I still have 3 hernias, and I had, one that I was operated on. You can't lift much weight, anything. I'm not supposed to anyway. Sometimes you don't have any choice of, having to lift something. But anyway, so I had some rewards on that. I think it's like $20. And then I had, we have the healthy benefits card of Logan's, and then and that pays for healthy items, no junk food or anything like that, or desserts or anything, But it does pay for healthy choices. And I had that, and I had the digital coupons, like I said. I had the paper coupons. I was ready, and I had everything wrote down that I wanted to look at. And I only needed the minimum on Ibotta before you can withdraw is $20. I had $17.50 in it from Walmart when we went, mainly. There was a few odds and ends before that, but they didn't amount to nothing. So I had those from Walmart, and then so I had wrote down, I really just needed $2.50 to get 20, but I saw when I started looking, I saw some amazing deals, and some of them were on sale as well. Let's take for instance, you'll see in the thumbnail, the Ritz toasted chips. They're like $4 a bag. I got 5 bags after the Kroger digital coupons and the Ibotta I paid 49 cents a bag. So I got 5 of them. That was the limit, 5. So that's just one of the crazy deals, you know, just like I said, free eggs. I ended up, after all was said and done, we only paid $14 and some at that time for the order. But my stuff through Ibotta, I had to, you know, upload the receipt or download, whichever way. I had to send it in, and I already had, like I said, $17.50, and then I ended up with $22 more. So even without the $17.50, I got more back than we paid. I actually made money, and so I ended up with like $42 or something like that from Ibotta. That I, you know, it goes real fast into your bank. So I ended up making money instead of paying for that whole order. You won't believe it. So it's an amazing haul. It's one of the best ones that you really utilized everything at my disposal to save money, more than save, to actually make some money. So I didn't pay anything for it. I actually made money. You know, money went into our account. And it's just I need to really do that. Lots of times we'll just decide to leave and spur of the moment, and I haven't really looked at anything. I try to do it while we're walking around Kroger. I can't, because you really got to pay attention. If they're busy, you know, bump into somebody or something. Sometimes I'll do them in the car, but I really don't have time to really investigate anything, so a lot of them just slip right through my fingers. But this one, like I said, I did my investigating and preparation, and it really paid off. So, and you want to, and I have my referral codes for Ibotta, Fetch, and Receipt Hog in the description of that video. Unless you don't like saving money and maybe possibly even making money instead of paying, you know, there's no reason I think anybody wouldn't want to check it out. I mean, really, it's not hard to do. I'll help anybody with anything, any questions they have. Fetch is also awesome. You get gift cards from them. And usually I'll get a gift card. Let's see, I've got 2 to Olive Garden already for $50. It takes a while for me to get to $50 card, you know, but I just let it build up. And you get lots of bonus deals on Fetch. And Receipt Hog is very simple. You just take a picture of your receipt. When you get to 1,000 points, you get $5. You can let it roll until you get however many money you want, or get it at 1,000. And they also have surveys. I've never had any problem with any of their surveys. Like, if you do it, then all of a sudden all the people in this that they ask you about, or things they ask you about in the survey, all of a sudden you're getting all these calls and emails and stuff. It doesn't happen with them. So that's how I get to my 1,000 points quicker with them, is through receipts. I mean, through the receipts and the surveys. So anyway, you got to do it. I mean, you got to fight inflation. Everything's still going up, you know, and even things are still getting smaller in a lot of cases. It's just ridiculous. If it's something you hadn't tried in a while, hadn't had in a while, and you get one, you're like, what happened? Didn't this used to be this big, Joy? Yes. Logan's like, oh my, yes. You know, and it's really, you know, disappointing and aggravating at the same time. So I fight back. If I get it for free, I'm not going to mind as much about it being smaller. So, you know, just crazy. Here's one of the things we got. I've got a taste test. Oh, and we had the other night when we were supposed to have the lasagna, I had it was a Sunday night when we did Logan's show and everything. I had not stopped since I got up the whole day. That's when we went to Kroger and everything too. And I just didn't even feel like getting anything ready. So we went to Pal's. I've got a short I haven't sent out yet. Since we got a burger, I got a burger last time, Logan and I both did. This time we got the chipped ham and cheese, and I like to kind of alternate between them. So we didn't have the lasagna, so we had that Monday night, and then tonight I'm going to have the chicken a recipe. I really haven't decided for sure. Joy sent me a few. One was for baked, I think I want to say baked butter chicken or something like that. And that's like a breaded, you know. And I also had, I would have to get some bacon for this one. It's chicken, bacon, potato casserole or something like that. Sounds good. But I've got some bacon bits. So I don't know. I might just use them if they look pretty good. Sometimes bacon bits have like little pieces of fat is all it is. You know, a bunch of it you'll see in there. And I pick those out. I don't like that stuff. So anyway, the taste test for today is the Noosa salted caramel finest yogurt, and they spell the yogurt that way. I've seen it spelled, you know, Y-O-G-U-R-T. This is the way they spell theirs. I don't know if that's like another language or something that they spell it different. You know, sometimes words they'll spell different. But Noosa is one of our favorites. This 4-pack, I had a $1.25 rebate on Ibotta. It wasn't on sale, but I also got some of the bigger ones, the little tubs, and I had 75 cents off 3, and they were on sale for $1.49, so I paid like 74 cents for 3 of them, and then I got 3 more for $1.49 each, and they're over $2, just about anywhere for the big one, like $2.26 or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but I'm going to try one of these, and let's go over the nutrition facts. If you eat the whole container, not everything here, just 1 cup, it's 140 calories. It's got 8% total fat, 18% saturated, no trans fat, 7% cholesterol, 6% sodium, 6% carbs, not too bad. It's got 22% of sugars, hi kitty, and 11% of protein. It's got 15% calcium and 6% potassium. So not bad, and it's got real sugar in it. Cane sugar, wildflower honey, kosher gelatin, pectin, live active cultures, whole milk, salted caramel. Yeah, I mean, it's all good ingredients. I hate to tear this all to pieces, but I have to get one out. Okay, that's what that looks like. Trying to see if they have what all they have. Oh, so they do have. I didn't think they would have the nutrition facts on that one. So anyway, let's see. And I believe I'm going to need to mix it up a little bit. It's just white on top. I know the stuff's on the bottom. Yeah, the caramel stuff is on the bottom. Look at that. Give it a good little mix here. Okay. Yeah, have you ever eaten a yogurt and then you realize when you get to the bottom of it, the stuff was on the bottom, and you're like, oh heck, you know? I have done that before. I don't know. I just didn't think to stir it up. So now I stir it even if I don't think it has anything on the bottom. I go ahead and stir it just in case. Because you hate that. You get to the bottom and all the stuff's on the bottom. And you're like, well, I messed that up. Okay. I could easily eat this for a dessert instead of a piece of pie or something. And it would be much better for you. Oh man, it is delicious, y'all. Noosa yogurts, to me, they're not as thick as cheesecake, but a lot of them to me taste like cheesecake. Like if you got a cherry one, it tastes like cherry cheesecake or peach or whatever. I don't think I've ever had peach cheesecake, but I think it'd be good. I got in the bigger one, I got a strawberry rhubarb. I don't think I've ever tried that. So maybe I'll try that or something. But Joy likes that too. I think that was the only one left for the strawberry rhubarb, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all, this is, I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. Take a little bit off for the sugar. It's really not that bad though. 4.5 out of 5 for nutrition, and 5 out of 5 or more for flavor. It's fantastic. Yes, you definitely want to try this if you love salted caramel. I've got to finish this. I can't just set it over here. I'd be thinking about it the whole time. I'll be right back. Okay, man, I'll tell you what, they're delicious. I like fruit yogurts and everything, but as far as a flavor besides fruit, that's got to be that's got to be the best one I've ever had of yogurt. I really like it. I like salted caramel. It doesn't really taste salty though. You know, you can maybe the caramel taste has that kind of salted caramel taste, but it's not really. I wouldn't say, oh, I taste salt, you know, but it's just great. Okay, we got some jokes of the day. Okay, this one says paying for his mistake. A husband and wife had a big argument. Frustrated and fed up, the wife called up her mom and said, "We fought again. I can't do this anymore. I'm coming to live with you." Mom said, "No, darling, he must pay for his mistake. I'm coming to live with you." That's the way. Okay. Now this one says the real meaning of hotel slogans. Old world charm means no bath. Options galore. Nothing is included in the itinerary. No extra fees, no extras. Nominal fee, outrageous charge. Standard, substandard. Deluxe, standard. Superior, 1 free shower cap. Cozy, small. All the amenities, 2 free shower caps. Plush, top and bottom sheets. Okay, and fact of the day, who failed music class? Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll, is a musical icon. His music is still popular and he is one of the best-selling artists of all time. That makes it even harder to believe that he failed a music class. While in high school, his music teacher told him he couldn't sing. Elvis later said that music class was the only thing I ever failed. Okay. Let me find which one I want to do on trivia. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to, mix it up a little bit, not do like the same type thing every day or anything. So this one, I believe, is going to be about food. In which country did fondue originate? Sweden, Denmark, Switzerland, or Finland? For some reason, now, did y'all used to do the fondue thing? Oh my gosh, my parents, when they got a fondue pot thing, and he used that sterno stuff and cut up steak or whatever. I think it was usually Dad did steak, and then he would have these plates that had like 7 little sections, like a plate part, and then like little sections for different sauces. He would make up all the different sauces, and my dad was a good cook too. He didn't cook as much as Mom, but that's kind of where I learned how to cook, was between Mom and Dad. And Mom is a great cook still. She doesn't cook as much as she used to, but she can. It's just her, so she doesn't cook casseroles and stuff like that. But anyway, man, we wore out that fondue deal. After a while, I was like, fondue again, yay! It had oil in it, and it would cook the steak in oil and then dip it in these sauces. It was actually really good. For some reason, I want to say Sweden. Yeah. Well. Oh. Nope, I didn't get Sweden, and I was thinking S. I almost said it's either Sweden or Switzerland. It's Switzerland. Okay. And this one, there's fondue originated in Switzerland as a way to use hardened cheese and stale bread during the winter months. The traditional cheeses for making it are Swiss cheeses, mainly Emmental and Gruyere. The name is derived from the French verb fondre, meaning to melt. You know, I don't think we ever did it with cheese. Maybe, but I really don't remember. I remember Dad always having, you know, oil in it, and it, you know, you put your meat in there, and it would, you know, cook it. Didn't take real long either. Who was the voice behind the genie in the 1992 film Aladdin? Mark Hamill, Robin Williams, William Dafoe, Samuel Jackson. 1992. I know Will Smith did one, but I think it was, you know, later than that. I mean, many years, like in the 2000s at least. For some reason, I kind of remember this. I could be wrong again, but I'm going to say Robin Williams. And okay, yeah, it's Robin Williams. And as the genie in the 1992 classic Aladdin, Robin Williams got his distinct voice bounce from deep and rumbling to high-pitched as if he sucked in helium. He was a great, great actor. I just hate that he's no longer with us. In which year did the NFL and AFL merge? NFL and AFL. 1970, 1935, 1979, 1990. I think that was back, not 1935, I don't think. But the next closest one is 1970. I'm not for sure about this. I might get this one wrong as well. 1970. And that's right. I knew it was somewhere in the 70s. In June 8, 1966, the National Football League and the American Football League announced they would be merging their operations. It would take several years for them to be completely integrate their operations. In 1970, the AFL's teams would be incorporated into the NFL. Okay. 2 right, 1 wrong. Who was king of Great Britain during the American Revolution? George III, William IV, George V, Edward VII. Might have to remember my Roman numerals or whatever. I think it was one of the Georges. It could have been Edward. I don't think it's William. Seems like I remember seeing something. For some reason, I'm thinking George. But I want to go with the third. That was quite a way back, though. It's one of the Georges, or it's Edward. I could be wrong. George III. Yay! I knew. I remember them saying something on a movie about King George can take his tea taxes and yeah. Okay. As King of Great Britain during the American Revolution, George III has become to many Americans a byword for tyranny and the arrogance of the old European aristocracy. His 59-year reign was the longest in English history up to that point and remains surpassed only by those of his granddaughters, Victoria and Elizabeth II. Next question, 3 right, 1 wrong. What was used to power the first locomotives? Wind power, horses, steam, electricity. Y'all remember? You know, of course, they ended up using coal and wood and all kinds of stuff. But, I mean, that was to make steam. Steam. And that's right. Richard Trevithick, a British mining engineer and an inventor, built the first train in 1804. The train was powered by a steam engine with a large flywheel to even the piston and rod action, giving the world the first machine that could carry a large number of people and goods. Wow. Okay, I got lucky on that one. In which New York City borough can an aerial tramway be found? Well, I'm not for sure about this. The Bronx, Staten Island, Manhattan, Brooklyn. Okay, let's see. New York City borough. If it was back then, Manhattan is the, I guess, bigger or whatever. But for some reason, I'm thinking Staten Island. Gosh, I'm gonna go ahead and say Manhattan because I think it's, just a bigger city or whatever, borough. And that's right. Okay. The Roosevelt Island Tramway is an aerial tramway in New York City that spans the East River and connects Roosevelt Island to the Upper East Side of Manhattan. The tramway is the first commuter aerial tramway in North America, having opened in 1976. Since then, over 26 million passengers have ridden the tram. Wow. Okay, next question. I got 5 right, 1 wrong. Which civilization is thought not to have developed a writing system? Greek, Mayan, Inca, Sumerian. Not developed a writing system. I don't know. It's not. It would not be Greek, or I think Sumerian had the hieroglyphics. Was it? So it's either Inca or Mayan. I think the Mayan were pretty advanced. I've seen things on both of these, the Mayan and Incas, and I can't really remember for sure. For some reason, I want to say Inca for my answer. And that's right. Okay. Oh, man. The Inca, a technologically sophisticated culture that assembled the largest empire in the Western Hemisphere, have long been considered the only major Bronze Age civilization that failed to develop a system of writing, a puzzling shortcoming that nowadays is called the Inca paradox. Okay, next question. And I've got 6 right and 1 wrong. 7. Which president had grizzly bears as pets? John Adams, James Monroe, Andrew Jackson, Thomas Jefferson. Well, Andrew Jackson was from Tennessee, and I don't know about grizzly bears. We got black bears mainly. Thomas Jefferson was pretty crazy. He's into all kinds of stuff, inventing and everything. John Adams, I don't know that much about, and James Monroe. Oh my goodness, as pets. If they'd have had Teddy Roosevelt, I probably would have picked that. I want to say it's either Thomas Jefferson or John Adams. I'll see if I get that wrong. I'm gonna say Jefferson. And that's right. There were many odd pets in the early years of America's inception. Thomas Jefferson, the 3rd president of the United States, owned a pair of grizzly bear cubs. Captain Zebulon Pike, while exploring the West, purchased these cubs as a birthday present for President Jefferson. Here you go, a couple grizzlies. I got 7 right, 1 wrong. Running a little late today. Sorry about that. In what present-day country did Columbus land on October 12, 1492? United States, Bahamas, Venezuela, Mexico. I've supposedly landed here. I mean, I don't remember anything different than that. So, United States. No, oh my gosh, it's the Bahamas. Oh, you know what? They did the Bahamas before they got here, but I thought it was Columbus sailed the ocean blue in, what was it, 1492, something like that. Well, I got 1 wrong. So it's the Bahamas. Okay, I'm just going to go to the next one. That's 7 right, 2 wrong. Let's see if I can get another one. Which president came from a family of peanut farmers? Jimmy Carter. That thing's defrosting or something. Jimmy Carter, Andrew Johnson, Abraham Lincoln, Harry Truman. I think a lot of people that, was around when he was president and stuff realize it's Jimmy Carter. And that is right. Okay, everybody, that's 8 right and 2 wrong today. I didn't do too bad. I hope you did good. Anyway, that's going to be it today for morning coffee break. I ran a little wrong, running my mouth, but watch the whole thing for me. So thanks again. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I hope you'll press the like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out. And hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Bye, everybody. Check out the Kroger haul later. And have a great day, and God bless.